We are at a moment in history where everybody's dream is to either visit Japan or move to live there. Like, it's actually incredible. Even a friend of my grandma, she is 80 years old. She did a 22 day trip to Japan. What I mean to say by that is obviously not that old people can't travel. You gotta see the desire that society now has to see Japan. Like, I feel like it's been ignored during a lot of history's time, and now everybody's like, oh my goodness, we want to see it. What is it like? And luckily I live there. I am a full-time undergraduate student there. I have a job there. I have my apartment there, well, my dorm, so I can explain a lot of things about Japan to you guys. And today I'm going to be explaining some things that I wish I knew about Japan before arriving to Japan. I mean, we all imagine it like a utopian land. Well, not all. Some of us imagine it like a utopian land where it rains sushi. Literally, everybody's dressed in cosplay costumes. People have actually asked me, do people go out walking in cosplay costumes? Girl, what? Some people think it's like Labubu Land or something, and I'm gonna clear some misconceptions because this is not the just same Japan we're talking about. So today I'm gonna be talking about 5 things that really shock and surprise people when they arrive to Japan because it's not part of their stereotype, the mental idea they had, and some of these were part of mine too. Safe to say, I did not think that Japan was Labubu Land or that everybody dresses in anime costumes. I used to think that everybody in Japan spoke English. Like, I was like, it's one of the fashion capitals. Like, business has to be going on there. I mean, it's like a really strong powerhouse in all of Asia, especially East Asia. I was shocked when I arrived. Really, less than 5 people speak English, and even less speak English that is fluent, that like you can calmly understand. People only speak English in like international areas. So if you go to an international uni like Waseda is, like my own, or in the dorm, even some staff at the dorm don't know how to speak English, which is quite shocking. And as you guys know, some of my professors also struggle with English too. I've only gone to Kyoto, but what was my accent? Kyoto. I've only gone to Kyoto aside from Tokyo, and if you go like further than that into like more rural areas, I really doubt that people will speak a lot of English. So you need to come here thinking that you need to have Google Translate, Google Lens, maybe learn some Japanese, because if not, you're gonna be shocked like I was, and it's not a pleasant experience being in a country where everything is completely foreign to you. The language, even the way they write the alphabet, it was a real big headache. So please know that not many people speak English even in 2025. Moving on to point number 2. So Japan is actually very, very, very clean. I used to think that this was like a stereotype, like, oh, people always say Japan is so clean, this is that. It is actually the cleanest country I've ever been to. Like, Japan's worst day is Spain's best day. And sometimes I talk to Japanese people and they're like, but Japan is not even that clean. I'm like, girl, you can walk and you will not find litter on the floor. Of course, I'm like not talking about like Shibuya or Shinjuku or Harajuku when there's like massive tourists. It's like 2 a.m. at night. Like, those are exceptions. But on a day-to-day basis, you will not find litter on the floor. And another thing is that there are no trash cans. So Japanese people have like the habit of like taking the trash with them and keeping it in their bag, and then once they arrive home or in a convenience store, they can automatically throw it there. So that's a shift in perspective, because in Spain, literally every 20 meters there's a trash can, and then people just throw whatever in there. They don't even care to sort. Sometimes the wind comes and the trash can flies away. Like, it's a mess. But Japan is very, very clean. So if you're a person that really likes tidiness and cleanliness, Japan could be for you. Moving on to point number 3. Now, I used to watch anime as a kid, and I still do, and I mainly watched like a shonen anime, I think it's called, or like action anime, because other animes like romance animes or life animes, I felt like they really infantilized women and made women feel like children, and I was like, I'm just not gonna watch those animes. But when I actually came to Japan, from like a European point of view where this is not normal, Japan really, really, really does infantilize women and sexualize them. Like, it is to a point where I did not know, like, even you will walk in major cities. Like, I was one time in Akihabara, and there was like a huge big electronic billboard, and there was an animated character that was like a woman, but they really infantilized her to make her look like a child, and she was in, let's say, not decent clothing. And if you go to like bookstores and things like that, all like the covers are just women trying to be seen like children. Like, often I work at a restaurant as a waitress. If you guys want to know how to get a job, link over there or over there. And after watching that video, if you still need help, feel free to DM me. Sometimes I work at the restaurant, and like women literally will talk like in a very high voice like this. I'm not even doing it properly, and I'm like serving them water, and I'm like, girl, you're an old woman, please, what are you doing? Like, this cannot be worth it. Like, what do you mean? You're not a child, you're a woman. Like, you pay taxes. It really sickens me to the bottom of my heart. To that point, there's quite some sexism. I've experienced it, and it's all part of this just viewing women as children and like harmless. And like, if you want to basically be a 10 in Japan, you have to have like bangs, because like bangs, you know, they cover your face, make you look smaller. You need to be like petite, you need to be skinny, you need to be like talk like this in a very light voice. And I'm like the complete opposite, because first of all, I am nearly 6 feet tall, so I'm already like towering over every single Japanese person, like almost like 95% of men included. I do not talk, I do not act like petite. I like, I really, if you know me in person, or at least you've watched my videos, you know that I do not care about that. I'm just who I am, and I don't need to make myself smaller for anyone else. But in Japan, that's a very big thing. So please, when you come, don't be surprised. Don't try to like adapt yourself and be like, oh my goodness, if not, I'm gonna be like left out. I have friends, I have a social life, and I'm not needing to act any of this way. By the way, disclaimer, for the women that want to act like this and they like it, like go ahead. Like honestly, free will. The only thing I'm arguing against is like the stereotype of women have to act like that. But if you want to act like that because you want, go ahead, girl. It's free will. Same way I want to act some way, you can act that way. But anyways, I'm getting distracted now. Moving on to the next point. Every time I come back to Madrid from Japan, Madrid is in Spain, people always ask me, like even before I went, people are like, oh my goodness, Japanese people are so polite, it's gonna be like amazing, like they're all so kind. Like we all have an impression in our heads that Japanese people like just bow all the time, and like they're just super polite, super quiet. Let me tell you something, it is true. I even have like the habit now to just like do a small bow sometimes. But one thing we should not mistake is politeness for kindness. There's a saying in Japan which is called honne and tatemae, I think, which is like your two faces, like feelings versus your actual feelings. And people in Japan, since they're small, they've been like taught to be polite. And a lot of them really are kind and polite. Like most of the people I meet in Japan are genuinely kind, but there's a lot of passive aggressiveness. People are polite, but they're still kind of passive aggressive. Like in the train, for example, people don't talk, they're quiet, you can't eat in the train, you can't phone call anyone in the train. But when you have to come out of the train, like trains are packed, people will push you, and all like still under the light, like how do I say, under like the mask that they're being polite. There's quite some passive aggressiveness, and I just don't want you to come here and feel bad. I'm not trying to shade Japan or anything. I absolutely love Japan, but I'm saying that a lot of the times it's not kindness, it's politeness. Mainly for you not to take it personally, because I used to take it personally, but now I'm like, it's just something that's part of their culture. And I would say they're also, Japanese people are also kind of shy. So to really get, not like shy, but like to really get to know someone, I actually don't really have many Japanese friends. So it just shows that it's harder to like get through that like first mask. And that first mask doesn't have to be bad, but just it's harder to get through it. The fifth and last point that I want to talk about, I have so many things I want to talk about. If you guys want me to make a second video on this, just leave in the comments below, because there are so many things that I would like you guys to know about Japan. Good and bad, normal, there's just so many things. But something that really concerns you is that Japan has only recently started booming. Like after the pandemic, I feel like it started booming, and like everybody's coming to Japan. Like everybody I talk to is like, oh my goodness, I want to go to Japan, I want to go to Japan, I want to go to Japan. I applied in 2023-24, so I started uni in 2025. And what I mean by this is Japan has started to boom these past, let's say, decade, 5 years-ish. And people are still mostly in like, I want to visit Japan. But now more than ever, people are actually going to start thinking that I want to come to live Japan. And in 10 years from now, I personally think that Japan is going to be not saturated, but for example, that schools maybe won't be as open as inviting to people, because of the fact that there's going to be so much more competition, and then there's only a set number of available positions. You don't want to be regretting the rest of your life, oh my goodness, I wish I had applied to Japan, because you never know. You might enter and it'll be harder to come here later, I feel like. So just go for it now. Japan has so much to offer. You have so much to offer to Japan. Japan is an amazing country. I love it. It's teaching me so much about myself. I'm learning so much from it. I'm really honestly having the college experience. Well, maybe not college like the US where they go to frat parties and things like that, but that's not really like my cup of tea anyways, so I don't really care. But like having friends, going to events, being in my dorm with my friends, going out to eat. Like I'm actually in Tenerife, Spanish island, but I will be coming back to Japan the 24th, so in 8 days. I'm so excited to see my friends, to come back to uni, to work, I guess, to edit my videos, to make more videos for you guys. Some of my subscribers have even gone into Waseda, and I'm gonna meet with them. So my advice, aside from everything, is that you should subscribe right now, like, comment, other video ideas you want to see, things you want to ask me, DM me, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, join my Discord. We can talk about anything there. When uni starts, I'm gonna start making study groups, and like we can all study together to really get the life that we wanna get. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and it was useful to you. If I talk too fast, I'm sorry. I need to improve that. I just get excited and I have so many ideas in my brain that, yeah. Love you guys so much. I'll see you today or tomorrow if you watch my shorts, and next Friday if you watch my long videos. I'm so excited to get back to Japan.